Since 1996, a one-man development team based out of Japan has released a Guinness World Record-holding 24 games of the most eye-corroding craziness that you can possibly imagine with your feeble human brain. In January of 2014, I became really fascinated by something called Black MIDI, so I made a video about it. Have you ever been listening to a normal song and thought, I wish this normal song had 280 million notes and took up 1.1 terabytes of data and was literally unplayable on any computer? Of course, you're only human. That video, wherein I explore a style of music that seeks to cripple both your sound and graphics card while desperately needing a shave and a haircut, was on the front page of Reddit for like a minute and is by far the most popular thing that is on this channel. And it's obvious why. It's just so catchy and accessible. That was Jingle Bells. In that video, I delved a bit into the biggest influence on Black MIDI, the games of Team Shanghai Alice known as the Touhou Project. And since this exists just past 200,000 subscribers, I thought the coolest thing we could do to celebrate would be to delve further into the most popular video that we've ever made. And so, we now travel to bullet hell together. In 1996, Amusement Makers, a group of Tokyo University students, published the very first game from one of its members for the Japanese PC-98, the very wordily named Highly Responsive to Prayers. This was the first Touhou game, the first of 24. The initial 5 were fairly unheralded and for the PC-98, but they have grown into a defining piece of the Danmaku or bullet hell genre. And bullet hell might sound like a very extreme genre name until you spend a few seconds looking at gameplay footage. For most Western audiences, this aesthetic violence might be where your familiarity ends. Touhou is really just a traditional arcade shoot-'em-up on bath salts, not so far removed from the genre-defining 1961 Space War. A roller coaster of excitement, a non-stop thrill ride, a one-way ticket to being crazy stoked. I have no idea what happened there, but I do know that Space War, the exclamation is in the title, was one of the first computer games and a truly revolutionary and important creation. And from Space War, we get Space Invaders and Galaxian and Galaga. Sweet Galaga, I have spent so much money on you. Jun'ya Ota was 19 years old when he took on the moniker of Zune, packaged all of his influences, and created the Touhou Project. Today, working under the team name of Team Shanghai Alice, he's working all by his lonesome, doing everything from the programming to the music. That's one dude making more than one of these games a year for the last 20 years. Touhou Project games are also doujin games, a particular strain of Japanese independent games made by hobbyists for fun rather than profit. They usually borrow characters from other games or anime, and generally don't spawn the sort of dedicated, crazy fan bases of more mainstream games. With the exception of Touhou. The music of Touhou, all created by the same dude, is the biggest influence on the growing Black MIDI scene that we know and love from the beginning of this video. But that's just the tip of the proverbial bullet-spewing iceberg. There's merch, there's cosplay, there's erotic fan fiction and art, and because of the open source approach to the characters, there are so many fan games. That's Touhou Mario, and you will likely not be surprised to learn that there is a Touhou Mega Man hack. Would Touhou-man surprise you? What's so incredible about the explosive popularity of the Touhou project is that it's been completely owned and driven by the fan base. There's no studio pushing these games. There isn't a PR company getting the music into the right hands. And yet, here we are. There's cons for the game. There's millions of views on thousands of remixes on this website. All because someone made something they loved and put it out into the world without trying to own every single piece of it. It's kind of like YouTube. Be sure to subscribe for new episodes of This Exists every week. The best thing about all of this is that for every company spending millions to get you to watch a video, you create communities around the channels that you find and you love. It's organic and therefore it means more. You helped to make it. So what I'm saying is, I am an animated, laser shooting Japanese girl, and I am super stoked that you helped to get us to 200,000 subscribers. What do you think? Is the Touhou project community like the YouTube community? Let us know in the comments. And this episode, as caffeinated as it obviously is, has the perfect sponsor, Munity Coffee, a subscription-based coffee service that is perfect for people like me who cannot function without like 8 cups of coffee a day. But Munity also offers something that I really like, which is an opportunity to support organizations in your community with every purchase. So in addition to choosing which kind of coffee you want every month, so Colombian or light roast, pre-ground or whole bean or whatever, you also choose an organization to give a percentage of your purchase to. Right now they're working with some great organizations like Fairtrade USA, the Fisher House Foundation, and the Animal Welfare Institute. So for every cup of coffee that you drink to stay awake to watch more of This Exists videos, because they're awesome, you're also helping military families or dogs. It's a great way to stay stocked and do something good in the process. So make sure to check out the link and the code in the description because the first 5 people to use it get their coffee for free, which is a bomb deal. Thanks so much to Munity Coffee for being a sponsor of the 200,000 subscriber special. Subscribe for new episodes every week. Be excellent to each other.